easiest way to pass your visa interview is to prepare your unique answers yourself. This course will show you how to do that with many sample answers to guide you. It is dangerous to use someone else's transcript. What if the visa officer has seen a similar answer before? You are a unique individual with a unique background. This is why it is important to craft your unique answers. It's actually easier than you think. I am proud of you for taking the first step by enrolling in this course. You may have doubts about your ability to prepare your unique answers, but trust me, you are more than capable. Our brains are designed to avoid the unknown by all means, and so despite your ability to go through this process successfully, your brain may be telling you that you are not good enough. I believe in you and I have no doubt in your abilities. Your answers may not be perfect immediately, but the most important thing is to write something down. This will force your brain to figure out how to make it perfect. On this note, I want to thank all the students who reached out to me about their visa interview, especially the ones that I coached and the ones that I did mock sessions with. My guidance and conversations with them are the reason this course is the best in the world. Now, before we start with section 1, I want to... Hi guys, welcome to today's mock session. Today I have 3 students that I'm going to interview. Normally I like to have 2 people, but for some reasons I have 3 students, and yeah, let me know where you're watching this from. If you have any question, leave it in the chat and I'm going to do my best to answer them for you. I'm going to start with Dorothy. Dorothy, can you hear me? Hello Dorothy, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so Dorothy, who is sponsoring your studies?
On my DS-160 itself, but actually my uncle is sponsoring it. So I was a bit confused with that aspect.
Okay, but that's not an answer. Okay. Well, okay. Are you married?
No, please, I'm single.
Okay. And do you have any scholarship?
Yes, I have a $12,000 scholarship.
What is your cost of attendance?
$53,000.
Okay. And what are you going to study?
I'm going to study healthcare, a 4-year degree in healthcare management and administration at St. Francis College in Brooklyn, New York.
Okay. Do you have any relative in New York?
No, please.
Why do you want to study health care administration? Can you hear me?
This program.
You forgot your
Hello?
answer. You said you forgot your answer. Is that what you said? You forgot your answer, huh?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so why do you want to study?
No, I didn't forget.
Okay, so why do you want why do you need healthcare administration? Why? What is the whole point? Because before you decide to do something, there should be a reason. So why do you want to study that program?
Yeah, it will help me to get the knowledge I need to create effective policies that will help the healthcare services in my current facility.
Um, what is your current job?
I'm a senior enrolled nurse.
Senior enrolled nurse.
Yeah.
You are a nurse and you want to pursue a bachelor's degree in healthcare administration. Why?
Yes.
Why? Why you are already a nurse? So why? Like your answer is not convincing. Like what is it about healthcare administration?
With the healthcare administration, I get the opportunity to create certain policies and have the opportunity to see to it that it's being implemented, which I don't have at the moment.
Why does that matter to you?
I've
What
seen
is
I've seen a lot of As
Yeah.
in my current position, I've seen a lot of clients or patients suffer from certain policies, and basically, there's nothing I can do about it at the moment. But with that program and with the knowledge I will acquire, I can do something about it. I'll be in the position to do something about it.
As what? When you come back, what are you going to?
As a clinical nurse manager,
Hmm, I see. So you have a diploma in nursing or what? Like, how did you become a senior
yes,
nurse?
please. I have a 2 year diploma.
Okay, I see. And how did you hear about St. Francis College?
Through a friend.
Are you done?
Well, whilst I was searching for schools, I actually spoke to a friend about it, and then he suggested it since he knows people that schooled there.
Who does he know who's school there?
A colleague of his,
Remember, you said he knows people, but I deliberately asked you who,
a friend,
and you just said, I asked you, you said he knows people, which means he knows more than one person. But when I asked you, who does he know there, you said he knows somebody. So
a
is it
colleague. Okay, yeah.
sometimes the visa officer is looking out for some
It-
of these inconsistencies, like so
okay,
you have
yeah.
to, if you say they, you have to stick with they.
Actually,
If you say
of
he, you
his
have to stick with
colleagues.
him. Yeah, it is important for you
Okay,
to stick to one thing. Okay,
okay,
these are little things students will be denied, and
okay,
then they'll be like, I didn't, I said everything right, man. No, these are little things that can affect it in a way. When did you become
okay.
when did you become an enrolled nurse, a senior enrolled nurse?
I became a senior road nurse in about 3 years. It's been about 3 years now.
Okay. So if you wanna influence policy, why didn't you pursue the healthcare administration first?
During my studies, I during my the time I applied for that program, I didn't know about the healthcare management aspect.
Okay. All right. So why the US? Why the US? Are you are you trying to refer to your answers? Is that what you're doing?
No, please.
Are you sure?
No, please.
All
Yes,
right.
please.
So why the US?
I chose the US because uh, I needed a competitive and highly regarded degree with a global mindset that will help me to acquire the knowledge I need to create effective and effective policies in my current profession.
Hmm. Uh Karen says you are not well prepared for this. Do you agree with her?
Yes, I do agree. I'm really not that prepared, and it's frustrating.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's good you've done this so that that can actually, you still have some time to, kind of uh, get yourself ready for the actual thing. So now let me tell you a few things that based on everything. Let's start with who is sponsoring you. I think that was the first question I asked you, and you said on the
Yeah.
DX1C form it was self, and then now it's uncle. You just the question is
It's
who is
actually my uncle, but then itself.
okay. So it's actually it's you mean your can you say that again? What do you mean?
On the DS160 itself.
Okay, but it's
But
uncle.
then my uncle is the one who is sponsoring.
So why did you put on the DX1C? Why did you put self when you know it's your uncle on the I20?
Truthfully, I didn't do it, but I didn't do it myself.
Who failed it for you?
An agent.
How will you use an agent if you want to study in the US? You are probably smarter than the agent. I am telling you, all these agents. I don't know. I don't know why people put their destiny into the hands of agents, because these people, they only care about your money. They don't care about you genuinely. They don't. They only care about what they can take from you. So even if they have to do shoddy work for you, they will do it for you. So I don't really all these agents. It's just profit motive. That's what I can tell people. So anyway, so this is what happens when people do this for you. If you had done it for yourself, I think you would have put uncle. So on the I20, whose name is on it? Who is sponsoring you on the I20? Dorothy, who is sponsoring on the I20?
Hello?
Yeah,
On the I20, the same information.
the same information. Okay, give me a
Yeah.
second. They said my voice is slow. Let me see if I can increase my voice a little bit. Uh, so please let me know if my voice is okay now. I don't know why. I have actually noticed it, but I haven't really spent the time to try to resolve it. But let me know if it works now. I think it should be way higher than before. Okay, so yeah, coming back to your question, you said on the I20, you said it's who, your uncle or yourself? I think I forgot what you said actually because of what I was reading. So on the on the
The
on the
I-22 is the same information itself.
self. So on the I20
Yeah.
itself, on the DX1C form, it's uncle or self.
It's also self, but actually it's my uncle that is sponsoring.
So why? So whose document did you present to get the I20 when you present yourself? Was it your bank statement?
It wasn't my bank statement. It was my uncle's they used.
But then they still put self. Is that the case?
I don't know how they managed to do those things.
Was it done by your agent or you did it yourself?
Everything was done by my agent.
Dorothy, I don't know. We've just, you know, I don't know. We've complicated everything. I don't know. Um, hmm.
Hmm.
These agents, I don't like them. Like, there is, I don't know any agents, right? But anytime I hear somebody telling me agent, for some reasons I get angry. Like, immediately I get angry when I hear agents, because, like, these people, they don't care about you. They care about your money, how they can manipulate you, and
Hmm.
somebody will get you a scholarship of, let's say, 15,000 out of 50,000, and
Yeah.
because the students doesn't know much about the study abroad process and how difficult it is to take care of your deficit and all of that. When the student sees, oh, I got scholarship of 15,000, they are happy. There are a lot of study abroad creators who make a video and tell you that a school is offering you $30,000, but $30,000 might actually not be good for you, because your cost of attendance is probably maybe 60,000. So if a school is giving me 30,000 and then my cost of attendance is 60,000, can can I pay the deficit of 30,000? Do I have the money? Right? So these agents, students, and the thing about some of you students is that the process is really simple. You just need some information, follow the process. It's very simple, but it takes time, it takes work. People don't want to put in the work, and so people will make a mistake and then they will come to me, and then when I look at all the issues in their applications, then I get angry, I get frustrated. I'm like, because what I hate is to see students wasting money. Right? For me, if you come to me and then I think you don't have a good chance, I'll tell you, oh, you don't have a good chance. Or if you are looking for a full scholarship, I'll tell you, get the ACT. If you know you cannot get the ACT, forget about full scholarship. I'll tell you all these things because I know that you need it to get a full scholarship. But an agent will tell you, oh, I can get you some scholarship. And some of these study abroad creators, I don't like some of these people because I don't like people who are dishonest, and there are people in the study abroad space, they are dishonest, and I don't like them. Like, I don't have friends. I don't really know who is my friend in the study abroad space because I don't like people who are dishonest. Somebody will be like, oh, somebody is in the US, and so because the person is in the US, the person cannot dupe you. But no, it's not true. Everybody, when you go to church, when you go to the mosque, when you go to a school, a department, everywhere you go, there are bad people. Everywhere there are bad people. But sometimes we think, oh, this place is too sacred, and no. Everywhere you go, there are bad people. The people don't care about you. They are selfish human beings in the world. Like, I have my own personal stories, and people have done a lot of terrible things to me. So sometimes when I see these things, it's like my own personal narrative comes in, and I get angry and all of that. But so Dorothy, the thing is, let me just stick to your story. So now the thing is that your uncle is sponsoring you, right? So when you go, just
Yeah.
talk about who is sponsoring you. Talk about it. What does your uncle do? Don't
Okay.
mention the name of the company, but just tell me what he does.
Okay. He's into electricals. He imports and he distributes the bigger companies in Ghana.
That's not enough. What kind of electricals? The visa officer is interested in exactly what he imports. So what does he sell?
Oh, lights stuff.
That will get you denied. Lights, somebody selling lights will not make enough to be able to sponsor your studies. That's not possible. US education is, we are talking about dollars, and you are coming to the US to do a 4-year program. Each year you are going to spend,
Mm.
each year your cost of attendance is hold on, let me see something here. Sometimes you can actually see that this story doesn't, but students to go, your cost of attendance is 63,000. You have a deficit of 41,000. So your uncle sponsoring you means your uncle is going to spend $160,000 on you, on your education. 160,000 for your 4-year program. An uncle who sells electric stuff, who sells bulbs, light stuff. No, you have to be specific. The visa officer has to see that the thing is actually something which is expensive. Lights, that doesn't sound good to me.
That's in bulk. It is his own company. That's a private one, and he also works with Great Cool.
Yeah, just what I can say is that think about your sponsor very well. Look at you yourself. Just look at this story that, oh, my uncle sells this. If I tell the visa officer, will the visa officer really believe me that my uncle makes this amount of money? So you have to think about it yourself, because I am not convinced that your uncle can sponsor you based on the description of what he does and all of that. So think about it very well. Now let's go to other questions. Yeah, let's go to other questions. So the thing is, I'll tell you what I have to tell you. I don't, I will not be like, oh, it's good when it's bad. A lot of people, they will do like that. No, I will tell you, so that if you don't like me now, tomorrow you look back and be like, oh, this guy is real, so I like this guy. For me, that's how I'm. So some people even have good answers, but they want me to say, oh, this is good, before they actually feel confident in themselves, because I will tell you the whole truth. So
It's important for me to know the truth so that I can be well prepared.
yeah. So there are a lot of holes in your application, your visa application. A lot of holes, actually.
Okay.
When I asked you why do you want to study the program, right? I would have started by saying I have a diploma in nurse, and
I developed an interest in healthcare administration during my program because I took a course. I don't know, maybe this is not like perfect, but I'm just trying to give you ideas. So I took a course in health
Yeah.
administration, which opened my eyes to this aspect of healthcare. And in my current role as senior health, this I realized some of these issues became very clear to me that they need an expert to look into them. And so this is why I want to pursue this program. And this program at this university, has these professors or something, or has you can probably not mention the professor, but more like, this program has these courses which aligns perfectly with what I wanna do and all of that. If you talk about you making policies like that, the visa officer will not be convinced. Like a policy is like, you can talk about trying to resolve an issue, help out with something, but if you make it look like policies, like you one person, you cannot. Some of these things, they require the government, a whole government, to make a law or something to change it. So you, an
Okay.
individual, you have to be a little specific about exactly what you can do. Don't make general statement like big things that you want to do. No, you cannot do that, right? And what I tell students is
Mm.
that when you check the school's website, you are going to see exactly what the health administration or healthcare administration program is about, so that you can pick ideas from exactly the learning outcomes. There is something like learning outcomes or program outcomes. So that is going to tell you exactly what the program is about. So that is what you tell the visa officer, that these are the reasons you want to pursue the program, and these are the things you are going to learn from the program. That's what I will, because some of the things he says people are suffering from the policies, and you want to create effective policy at your current facility. Meanwhile, you should have actually started with what actually made you want to pursue the program. Like, what is the background to your interest, especially given the fact that you have a nursing degree, a nursing diploma already. So I would rather start with a nursing diploma for the visa officer to know that, okay, yes, I have this, but this is the reason why I need this program. Like a better story, and when you come back home, exactly how you are going to contribute to the little things that you have seen in your current institution, in your current healthcare facility or something. When I asked you about how do you hear about the program, you said you heard it through a friend, then you stopped, and then I think I asked you, is that all or something, and you said you were searching for schools. You spoke with a friend, and then your friend recommended that school because your friend has people. No, 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 no. Always, even if it was recommended to you by a friend, you can say, oh, it was when I told my friend about my interest to study this program, he recommended this school, and then I did my research on the school. I realized that the curriculum of the program is exactly what I am looking for. Like, it fits these gaps in my current healthcare facility, and I believe that by pursuing this program, when I return home, I'll be able to help. Like that, you have to be specific. You cannot say a friend and then just end it there. Like, no, you are expected to have done some research to make sure it is exactly what you want, because you are going to spend a lot of money on it. You cannot just spend money when you've not even done a lot of research into it to know what you are going to get from the program, right? So yeah, there are some holes that you have to really. I don't know about your chances. Sometimes when I listen to a student, I can easily say, oh, I don't see how you'll be nice. Sometimes I listen to a student and I'm like, okay, well, it's very difficult, but you can still be approved if you go back and then you work on certain things about your application. Sometimes it's not even about who is sponsoring you, it's about how you can actually express yourself very well and be clear. Some of questions that I asked you, you were thinking about it for too long. It's like you don't even know why you need a 10. You are not necessarily supposed to follow a transcript, but you should have an idea, right? If I ask you, oh, why did you eat this morning? Are you going to think about it much? No, you actually know why you ate, because you need the food, right? It's like, it's very straightforward. Like, if I ask you how old are you going to think about your age? No, so that's the kind of flow. And you can say, oh, so if two different people ask you how old are you, you might tell one person that, oh, I am 21, and then you might tell another person, I'll be 21 this December. Okay, we are in December, this January, right? That kind of thing. So it might not be the same thing, but then it's kind of conveys the same thing to the person, to different people, right? So that is the whole point. So your transcript can be, okay, I am 20 years now, But then depending on who you are presenting it to, you can say, oh, I'm 21 because you think you are almost like, but even that one, you can say, oh, I'll be 21 in January, or you can even be more specific. I'll be 21 on January 15, next year, like that kind of thing. So so anyway, so I wish you the best. Okay, I think I've spent a lot of time on you, like almost 30 minutes. Okay, so you have a lot of work to do. Okay,
All right, thank you.
yeah, no problem. Take care of yourself, and all right, bye bye. uh well, Dorothy, if you are still there, do you have any question? Do you have any question for me? Okay, Dorothy.
At this point, not really. It's
Yeah,
more like
I
there's a lot of things I have to work on.
yeah. Sometimes people will have a lot of them when they come, and then I tell them few things, I'm like, this guy, what is wrong? This guy has. But I say
No,
it's because I
I'm actually
okay,
happy that you told the truth about everything that happened, because
okay,
it helps me to know that there's a lot I have to do. And
exactly,
moreover, there's another important question I wanted to ask.
okay,
Only one school was applied for, and it was also a private school.
okay. Yeah, I mean, they can ask you why did you apply to only the school, and it's all about, maybe you in your research you discovered certain things about the program which were exactly what you needed, and so you decided to just apply to that school because it was just your first choice. And yeah, or maybe you checked on other schools, maybe you researched maybe 5 schools, but then all the other 4, they didn't have a particular specialization that you are interested in. That's why you didn't apply to those schools, and you applied to only this one because it perfectly aligns with what you want to do. That's a good answer. Okay,
All right, thank you.
yeah, no problem. uh do
Yeah.
we have Adebayo? Adebayo from Nigeria, are you there? Adebayo.
Yes, I am here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
I don't
hear
know if you
you.
can hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay.
All right. So Adebayo, where are you going?
I'm going to the US to pursue a master's degree in cybersecurity with major in computer information security.
Okay. And why is this cybersecurity program important to you?
Okay, since completing my undergraduate level in computer science and my experience within the financial industry, addition to my just concluded MBA in cybersecurity, it's motivated me to seek further expertise in terms of practical knowledge in the areas of cybersecurity and how to apply tools and techniques in order to mitigate data breach and financial loss within the financial system.
I see. What do you hope to do with this degree?
Okay, so this degree we help or we boost my expertise within the cybersecurity sector, thereby thereby mitigating the risk with respect to data breach that could lead to financial loss and information loss within the financial industry.
What is your current job?
Okay, I work with a bank as an application support analyst where I provide technical support to the trade application, the treasury application, also fraud management application.
You said you have MBA in cybersecurity. So if you have MBA in cybersecurity, why do you need this program?
Okay, so currently in Nigeria, to succeed within the cybersecurity or within the cybersecurity sector, you need to understand the business knowledge of cybersecurity as a sector on its own. Also, you need the practical knowledge. So I already got the business knowledge of cybersecurity, but the practical knowledge, hence why I'm pursuing this degree.
If a person doesn't have to have, you have to stick to one side. So you having the two, well, I'll come to that. Okay, I'll come to
I'll come to that. How many schools do you apply to?
4.
And what are they?
So University of Alabama, Rice University, University of North Texas, and Texas Tech.
How will you fund your studies?
So my dad's funding my studies, who has been funding my studies since undergraduate. He's a citizen of the US and works with an organization that earns about $200,000 annually with bonus, and also has an investment of about $150,000.
Is your dad a citizen of the US?
No, but my uncle is.
You're confusing me. Your dad works in the US and yet he's not a
No,
citizen. So
no, I said my uncle. My uncle.
so everything that you've said so far is your uncle. Your uncle is the one sponsoring you. Is that what you mean?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. I think I didn't hear it well. Okay. Um. What about your dad? What does he do?
So my dad is late.
Okay. And why is your uncle sponsoring you?
So since my father's dismissal, he has taken it upon himself to cater for me and my younger ones.
Okay. When was the last time your uncle came to Nigeria?
Last year, December.
Okay. How many kids does he have?
He has 2.
How old are they?
They are 3 and 7.
Do you have other siblings?
I have younger siblings.
How many are they?
They are 2.
Have you traveled to other countries before?
No.
Okay. And what are your plans after your studies?
Okay. My plans after my studies is to return to Nigeria and take up a role as a senior information and security analyst.
Okay. Did you get any scholarship?
Oh, no.
Okay. And what is your GPA?
Undergraduate, 3.64.
Out of you're Nigerian, so out of 5, right?
Yes.
Okay. And why the US?
Okay. The US, with respect to US, offer quality education, as well as the US is one of the top countries that offers quality education in areas of cybersecurity, and also AFC's top organization that focuses more on cybersecurity.
Okay. Well, let me just give you my opinion about everything so far. Some of your answers are just too, like too short. Like you just don't like to explain yourself. Like when I ask you where are you going, right? You just said you are going to the US. Everybody know you are going to the US, right? You say you are going to the US to University of North Texas to pursue a master's in cybersecurity. And I kept quiet. I wanted you to, ideally, you have to tell me why you need a cybersecurity master's degree. Unless you are interrupted. If you're not interrupted, adding that helps a lot so that the visa officer doesn't have to ask you why do you need a program. In your case, I actually asked you again, why do you need a program? So now we come back to that, and you said you have MBA in cybersecurity and you have experience in the financial sector. You never told me what exactly what the kind of the kind of experience you have in the financial sector. You didn't tell me anything about that. You just said you have, and you said the program is going to boost your expertise and stuff like that. No. And then later on, I asked you what is your current job. You said you work in a bank. um you didn't I don't know if you told me what you do in the bank, but you didn't, you could have told me you work at ABC Bank or something. I just wanted the visa officer wants you to mention the name of the place you work, right? So you not wanting to tell me the exact name, you should tell me ABC Bank or something. Now the whole issue is you have a master's in cybersecurity, you have MBA in cybersecurity, and now you want to pursue a master's in cybersecurity. That is very difficult to explain. Like, very difficult to convince anyone that you really have genuine interest in the program. Like, I am not, I don't know, convinced by that. You should, I mean, if that's really what you want to do, cybersecurity very well, you should find something. Like, what is the gap? What is, when you study the masters in cybersecurity, when you study the MBA in cybersecurity, and then you went into the real world, what did you find which has really made you want to consider MBA? Because, I mean, why will your uncle want to sponsor you to come and do something which you've already done before? Like, probably because it's similar to what you've already done. So it's very difficult when you are, it's like the same thing. It depends on how good your answer is. Linking that to what, yeah, you want to say something?
Okay, so an MBA and a master's degree are two different things. They sound similar, but they are two different things. An MBA program focuses more on the business side, while a master's degree focus more on the practical and the technical side. So, but within the financial space, to succeed within the cybersecurity framework, you need to understand the business framework of cybersecurity.
That is still not convincing to me, because what I can tell you is that if you want to succeed in the cybersecurity field, when you are pursuing an MBA in cybersecurity, they will normally teach you the technical aspect of cybersecurity, so that by the time you finish, you have both. It's not like you are going to do MBA in cybersecurity and then go and do masters in cybersecurity, like, which it doesn't, that's not good. Like, it doesn't work like that. That's what I can tell you. The school is supposed to give you both sides, where you can actually focus more on one side, but you should get knowledge in both. That's what I can tell you. The visa officer is thinking the same way, that why will you do MBA in cybersecurity and then do another, that kind of thing. And I am seeing here that Nana is saying your cybersecurity is a concentration. So, like, you did an MBA, but then with a concentration in cybersecurity, the same thing. It's still the same thing that I'm trying to say, because the MBA you did is giving you business knowledge, and then the cybersecurity specialization is going to give you technical knowledge about cybersecurity. This is what I think. I can be wrong. I don't have a problem being wrong, but this is my opinion, right? On this, I am not convinced by that. Okay, so that's just what I think about what you've said. When I asked you why the US, you said the US offers quality education and stuff like that. I wanted something strong about the cyber. Why you want to pursue cybersecurity specifically in the US? What is the thing about the US which makes it the best place for you to pursue your cybersecurity? Because there are so many other countries. So why the US? I wanted something solid. You actually repeated quality education. You repeated it twice before you mentioned cybersecurity. Like, you first said the US offers quality education, and then you said it offers quality education in cybersecurity. I want something strong, which, something specific, like, which you can easily find out if you really do a little bit digging into it. You should be able to tell me something more solid. So that didn't convince me. Okay. Your sponsor, you said your uncle has been sponsoring your studies since undergraduate, and your uncle is a citizen and stuff like that. And
normally, right, when you don't have any scholarship at all, any funding at all, and then somebody is sponsoring you, let's say your uncle is sponsoring you, right? What helps is if your uncle has a particular company and you are coming to work in that company, that kind of thing, and your uncle is sponsoring you, because we if even if your uncle is sponsoring you, your uncle also deserves to get something back in a way. It's not like your dad where it doesn't matter, but if it's your uncle, ideally what helps is if your uncle has a company, you're coming to help with it in a way or something. So that's just me trying to tell you something, right? And what are your plans after your studies? You say you are returning to Nigeria, take up a role as information security analyst. So why do you want to become an information security analyst? What is the exact gap? Like, what exactly are you coming to solve? Like, so like, I don't know. And I asked you, have you traveled before? You said no. Your uncle has so much money to sponsor your studies in the US, yet your uncle has not even given you money to travel outside Nigeria to explore. You've not even been to Dubai or even Ghana for a vacation or something. You've not traveled anywhere before. All of a sudden, your uncle has so much money, he wants you to go to the US. And the fact that your uncle is in the US, without a company back home, means that when you go, you're not even going to come back. You're not going to return to Nigeria. So all of these things, they don't help you, right? So that's what I can tell you. Okay, I wish you the best. Do you have any question?
All right, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
I don't have any question. Just some observation.
Yeah.
Okay, with respect to my funding from my uncle.
Yeah.
So how do I phrase that with respect to I have not been out of the country before?
No, what I do here, I cannot tell you to lie about something, right? I take what you give me, then I give you feedback on what I think about what you've given me, right? So I cannot tell you, should I tell you that you should say you don't have an uncle in the US, or should I tell you that what do you want me to tell you? I cannot tell you anything, right? I only take what you give me and then give you back my opinion. So that's the only thing. So I cannot tell you to lie. Okay, you can look at what I've told you to see how best your answer can be, and then work on your answers. Does that make sense? I hope you understand what I mean.
Okay, yes. All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. All the best to you. All right. Do you have Oman? Oman, are you there? Hello, Oman, are you there? Hello, Oman. Normally I interview two people, but then Oman, I decided to just give him a chance. If you watched a live session yesterday, yeah, you would have heard what I said. So I decided to give him a chance. He was supposed to send his details long time. He didn't send them, and I decided to give him a chance because interviewing people is a lot of work. People think it's just it's especially the way I do it. I take note. I pay attention to what they are saying and all of that. So it's like a lot of work. So and my team has a match at 1:00 today. Well, 1:00 my time, right? So that would be 1:00 my time would be 7 p.m. Ghana time, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. So yeah, I wanna watch that as well. So Oman, are you there? I've added Oman, but I don't know what's going on with him. With his sometimes I always want to be clear that it might not be his fault. It can actually even be my fault actually, because it can be my software. Maybe my software is not compatible with his phone. I don't know. It's possible, right? So, but I have checked everything, and everything looks fine, and he's actually been added, but I don't know. I don't know why he's and this black thing here shows that Oman is here. This black thing shows he's here. The only thing is that his face is not showing, but he's been added. It's just this black thing shows that he's been added, but I just cannot hear him. Maybe he can hear me, but I cannot hear him. So yeah. Well, let's look at let's read some comments, and then we'll call it a day. Yeah. So Karen from Nigeria, Lysandra from Ghana. So Lysander, I think I got your details today, or I don't know whether you sent it yesterday. It doesn't work like that. You cannot just join the Telegram page and then send me details. No, 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 no. I request for them and then you can send them to me. So after this live session, I'm going to post something in the Telegram page, and then those who want to be interviewed can send me their details, and then I have to select 2 people. That's just how it is, right? So it's not like you just send it to me and then people think, I don't know, the thing about people feel so entitled to certain things. Like, no, nobody's entitled to anything. No. We have to merit something, right? Or be lucky. If I select you randomly, it means by luck, right? Or if I choose you based on familiarity, then that is more like merit, right? That's just how it is. So, anyways, Rosalind says, okay, Rosalind from Ghana, Shama from Ghana, Nana Champon, best of luck to applicant attending interviews this week. Yeah. So okay, you corrected me about my voice. Okay. So Karen, okay. Isa from Ghana, Shamima says, Shai, please your voice. Okay. I think the 2 of you corrected me, told me about my voice. Okay. Yeah, the microphone sometimes stays away from me. When it stays away like that, I even realized in my interview with Edwina yesterday that she was so loud. I was so low, like but yeah. Benjamin, okay. Karen, okay. Esther, okay. And then Augusta says this agent thing. Yeah, I don't know why. It's like there's always something that triggers you. I don't like dishonesty. Like, I hate it. I don't like people being dishonest. I don't like people being fake. I get angry when I see those things because, yeah, the world is not really, some of us, we don't see the world the way it should be, but it is what it is. You just have to take it the way it is. But people are so dishonest in this world, and these agents, that's how they are. Like, yeah, so Nana says this agent really worried there. She's not well prepared because she didn't do. Yeah, that's the thing though. If you do it yourself, it's a lot of work. I love Edwina's story. When I spoke with her yesterday, she reached out to me, expecting that I'll do it for her. I said no, I don't do it for people. I will show you. I will make videos, which will guide you, and then go through the process. It's a difficult process. You have to go through a lot. These videos that I make and all of that, people have no idea the kind of work that goes into these things. But this is life. You have to understand that nobody's coming to give you breakfast in bed. There's nothing like breakfast in bed. Only one person can give you breakfast in bed, right? But yeah, life is hard, and everybody has to embrace the fact that life is hard and put in the work. That is the only way that can that you can achieve something good in life. If you don't want to put in the work, somebody is going to mess up your life, and one day you look back and be like, wow, this one mistake has messed up my life. So yeah, just try and put in the work. You can do it. Most of you doubt yourself. That's a problem. You doubt yourself, and I also have doubted myself in certain things, and we all have insecurities about certain things. Like, it's normal, because we are not perfect people. But you have to believe in yourself. You have to sometimes wake up and do it, even if you are not even going to succeed. Just do it for doing sake, and little by little you see little progress, and that progress is going to give you momentum, and that momentum is going to get you to where you want to be. That's just like how life is. Okay, so okay, let's see. Shamima says filling the DX1C is not anything difficult. It's just about yourself. So how can someone who doesn't know you fill the forms for you? Exactly. I even have a video that you can check out if you are struggling with it. Lysander says the only remedy for her now is to start working on building her account, or the uncle will have to deposit the cash in her account. But then again, she should be able to explain again. Like, if you really want my opinion on her, right, I will not even go for the interview. I will take a break and learn the process and apply on my own, and go through the whole thing again and try to get something good. The thing about the diplomas is that if you don't do a top up, it's very difficult. So anyway, I have a video coming up on Tuesday that explains everything about the HND, because people will evaluate their HND transcripts, get a degree. Others will do it, get less than a degree. And so I had to do a research, and some of you watching, you are actually helpful. I asked a lot of questions in the WhatsApp groups, and some of you were helpful, like very helpful. So I was able to make the video. I was able to put everything together to understand what goes on and all of that. And I've made that video, so on Tuesday you can watch that video. So yeah, when you have those 2-year diplomas and all of that, it's really difficult, especially if you're coming to do bachelor's degree, you don't have SAT, you are not going to get full scholarship. That's the thing. And if you force yourself to come when your parent cannot sponsor you, it's so easy. Hey, we don't understand. We don't understand. Karen says I suggest she should not go for the interview. Yeah, Karen. Yeah, that's the same way. That's exactly what I think. Right? She shouldn't go. Like, I will not go. But she can go and she will be approved. That everybody is different. Sometimes I can tell you don't do this, you do it and you succeed. Right? So I like people proving me wrong. So long as they are doing the right thing, I don't have a problem with that. So Marty Turas is from Ghana. I'm very familiar with Marty Turas. I'm very familiar with Momeni from South Africa. And then Nana, I'm going to interview Nana. Anytime I'm pronouncing the next name, I get confused because the thing is not pronounced. It's spelled Nana, but he calls himself Nana. So it's like, this is something he has to explain when I interview him on Saturday. Okay, so you guys should watch the interview on Saturday, this coming Saturday. So Nana says the cybersecurity. Okay, this one I read it. Shamima says, I'm also not convinced with him going to study MBA after having an MBA degree, especially when the same uncle is going to sponsor again without any funding. Exactly. Benjamin, he should conduct more thorough research, such as examining where the schools stand in rankings based on top cybersecurity professionals, practices, and frameworks. Yeah, that can also help. Beatrice, hi. Beatrice. Abubakar, hi. Oman, this is Oman. Oh, Oman, so Oman can hear me, but I cannot hear him. So let me try again and see. Hello, Oman, can you hear me?
Yeah, big man, I can hear you. Hello.
Yeah, that's good. Give me a second, okay? So that's good. It's good that you'll be able to join. Abubakar, you want to join the Telegram page? Check the link in the description of any of my videos. Okay, well, when you check the link in the description of my videos, yeah, I think the Telegram page link should be there. If it's not there, there will be a link that will take you to the main page of my channel, right? So once you go to the main page of my channel, you're going to see all the links that you need, and you can join the Telegram, the WhatsApp group, and all of that. Sabek says, is 29k fine for undergraduates? My dad is my sponsor. It's not about it's not, if you tell me 29k, you've not told me anything, right? Yesterday I told you guys, telling somebody your deficits is not enough information. Okay, you said your dad is sponsoring you. What does he do? He's still a credible sponsor. Okay, what are you going to study? Do you really need the program? Why do you need it? Like, all these things together will decide, will make the visa officer decide whether to approve your visa or not. So it takes a lot of things. Caleb says, okay, Caleb, people reach out to me and they will ask me, Shai, how are you doing? No. The thing is that if I tell you I'm not doing fine, you won't do anything for me, right? So when you come to me straight out, just ask me your question. That's the whole point, because I get so many messages. If I'm here to respond to, oh, I'm fine, how are you too? No. That is for more like close relationships, right? So I will tell you this, right? Just tell me your question and then let me use the time to answer you so that I can look at somebody else. Don't let me ask you, I'm fine, obviously. I mean, if you see me do a live session, you say I'm fine, okay? So, but nice that you're asking me, but let's go straight to the point, okay? We don't have time like that. Shama says, sir, please, I have an uncle and 2 aunties in the US, but they are not the ones sponsoring my education. How does that affect my visa? Please. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with having an uncle or aunties in the US. What helps is, they are not sponsoring you, so that is actually a good thing that they are not sponsoring you. At least it's better. And also, it also helps if you are not going to the same place that they are, right? It's better to go away from them. So let's say if they are in New York, it is better for you to go to Illinois. If they are in New York, it's better for you to go to Illinois. That helps, right? So those are some of the things. And also it helps if they are not like your parents or your sister or your brother. That also helps because it's not like close relative. But even with that, if you have a good scholarship, you'll still be approved. Honestly, it's not always that a visa officer asks questions about relatives in the US. Okay, so yeah, Koja Santi says, I've deferred my program to the following semester. Should I fill another DX1C form? The DX1C form has to reflect your current your visa your the details are on your I-20 and everything. So if you are getting a new I-20 different semester everything, then you have to fill a new DX1C form. Okay. And then you have to update it. You can send it, you can create a ticket and see how that goes. Okay. Sabik says aircraft maintenance technology, and my dad is into selling mining equipment. Well, it depends on how you explain it very well. Your program is interesting, so that can even sometimes interesting programs like this can actually get your visa approved easily. If you're coming to study aircraft maintenance, I think, yeah, if you explain what your dad does very well, I think, yeah, you could be approved. It looks interesting to me, actually. TikTok people, I always ignore TikTok people. TikTok too. Lexus, I think if you've been here for a while, I think I've told you how you can join, right? Lexus, hi. Dorothy, I think, okay, on any Davis is I think Dorothy is referring to something. Well, if I ask you and you say you're not referring to something, that one I cannot do anything. That's, it's fine. She says I asked her, she said no, so it's fine. 69 says I don't think she's prepared. Yeah, she admitted it, and I think she will work on it. So let's see. Hopefully everything goes well for her. 69, this agent. Sylvester says I knew Shaibu will get bored. Yeah, I don't like anytime. I just don't like dishonesty. I just don't like it. Yeah, people are too fake. I don't like it. Honestly, I don't like it. So Sanchizi says, is IELTS important for international students with English proficiency letter? It depends on your country. For some, it depends on where you come from and also the school. Some schools, they will insist that you need to submit it, so you always have to check. If you are not sure, send an email. It is very, very important, right? So it's very difficult for me to tell, because some schools, if you are from Ghana, they don't even mind, they don't care about that. But for some schools, even if you are from Ghana, they will still require it, so you have to find out from the school. Hi Abena. Hi Ahmed from Kenya. Ahmed says, do you know anything from the University of New Haven? The only thing I know about University of New Haven is that a lot of people have applied to it, and anyone that I saw with an offer with admission from New Haven didn't get a good scholarship or a good assistantship. You can get admission and then small scholarship, so it's not really a university I recommend. I have not really looked into that school, but I don't really, based on everything that I've seen a lot of I-20s from there, but I've not really seen anything good, so I will not recommend it. Okay. I've recommended other schools on my channel, so you can check them out. Albert says I want to be interviewed, so I think I gave the information, so you can check that out. Niger Prokoje says, stop wasting your time. I've tested the interview. It's not like this. Okay. In life you always get negative comments. So this person is saying the people that I'm interviewing, they are wasting their time. The interview is not like this. Well, what I can tell you is that I have done this for so many people. I've coached so many people, and this is exactly what I did, and they went and they were approved. Like a lot of people like that, right? So many people. This summer I coached so many people. I did mock session with so many people, the same thing, right? So it's fine for you to give your comment like that. It's I don't even know if you are in the US already. A lot of times people who give negative comment like this, they're already struggling with certain things. So you don't even have to be angry with them, because they are dealing with certain things. Maybe somebody has disappointed them, and so they want to vent on you when they don't like. So people like that, you just have to understand them. It's normal. They don't have time to let you explain yourself. Well, it depends. There are visa officers who will let you talk for a long time, and there are visa officers who will not let you talk for. It depends. It depends on the visa officer. It's just like there are some people who like Nigerian jollof. Some people like Ghanaian jollof, right? So individual preferences. We are not the same people. So it depends on who is interviewing you. But when I'm coaching students, I want them to have long answers, because having long answers means even if you are interrupted, you still have something solid to say. But if you have a long answer and then the visa officer wants you to say if you have a long answer and the visa officer wants you to express yourself very well, then that still helps you, right? So that it doesn't look like you are unprepared and stuff like that. So that's what I can tell you. So yeah, if you don't know the thing, I have been in the US for more than 8 years. You are probably not in the US, and you are here criticizing. Human beings are just the way they are, right? It's fine. Albert says, you want to be interviewed? Your interview is this week. Well, the way it works is that I select people only on Sundays and then interview them the following Sunday, right? So um the same person who is criticizing me saying that, firstly, if you are going to study in the US for the first time, your visa will be denied on first attempt. So you went and then you were denied on the first attempt, and so you have made it a fact that anyone who goes will be denied on the first attempt. Well, let me tell you this. I went for my first visa interview in 2016. I went first time, I was approved. I came to the US, and then I went back to Ghana again in 2019. I went for the interview, I was approved again. So what you are saying doesn't even hold. Like, don't use your reality. You did a lot of mistakes, and then because you were approved, you think everybody's like you. No. Don't carry negative energy with you. It's not good for you. It's not good for your health. It's not good for your health at all. Okay, so it's not good for your health. I mean, I wish you the best. Okay, I hope you find the peace you're looking for, because man, negative energy is not good. And the truth is that when you have negative energy, you don't attract good things. That's a fact. Like, if you are thinking negative about people, your brain will not be able to bring good things to you. You will never you can never succeed in life if you're only thinking about negative things. If you're only thinking about what didn't work for you, and you are no, don't think negative. If you think negative, you can never succeed in life. It doesn't work like that. Okay, so that's what I can tell you. The same person is saying, I don't know why I'm spending this time, a lot of time on this way. So the person is saying that your interviewer was not issued visa on his first attempt. So he's saying that they should ask me if my visa was approved on my first attempt. The fact is that my visa was approved on my first attempt. I went for it again for a renewal, and I was approved. So what you're saying is baseless. Okay, just don't carry negative energy. It's not good for you. Okay. So Princess Thelma says, so you didn't prepare well. Yeah, she's telling him that he didn't prepare well. That's why he was approved. Dr. Shine says want to be interviewed. So yeah, I've told you guys how to be interviewed, right? So you guys, remember when I started at the beginning, I told you guys that I told you people that this person was probably denied, and so he's created something, a reality about this thing. So like he's saying here that he was interviewed by a foreigner, and he thinks that all he said was good, but they denied him the visa, and so because of that he's angry. And no, you did a lot of things wrong. That's the truth. So don't Tasia says, please can you fill a DX1C form in 2 different countries? So the thing is that you can fill the DX1C form, right? After filling it, for some reason you are supposed to use that same country to book an interview, right? But for some reasons, maybe there are people who do that, right? For some reasons they decide to book an appointment in a different country, or a country different from the one they used to fill the DX1C form. The thing is that the US Embassy has one centralized database, so whatever you submit to Accra Embassy will also be available to visa officers in Nigeria, in Abuja or Lagos. So it's the same system, right? But the thing is that if you do that, if you fill the DX1C form using Accra and then you go to Abuja, the visa officer in Abuja will easily be able to get your document, your information. But sometimes they are reluctant to do it, and all of that. But they can always have access to it. So you only have to fill it once. That's what I can tell you. Fill it once, and just take your time, and go through the process. And yeah, the DX1C form, after you fill it, it comes with a number, which is the confirmation number. Once the visa officer anywhere in the world has the confirmation number, they can easily pull up your account and see everything about you. Okay. John K says, please, the link to the WhatsApp group, it's on YouTube. Okay, in the description of on the main page of my YouTube channel. Adam says, can I get have first class in business accounting and MBA? Check my videos, my study abroad videos. You learn everything that you need to know. Okay. Princess Thelma says, my dad and big brother are in Italy, and my dad is taking care of my bills. Princess Thelma, so if your dad is in Italy, your brother and your dad are in Italy, I think you have a very good chance, because it means that they can sponsor your studies. That's what I think. I think you have a very good chance to be approved. Engi Kem says no bad energy. Yeah, we don't want bad energy at all. Yeah, so okay. Princess Tema, I wish you the best. Okay, it's about being able to express it very well. Now, so Oman, are you there? I know I've taken a lot of time, but Oman, hello, Oman, are you there? Oman, have you stepped away? Okay, Oman, Oman, are you there? I don't know. It looks like Oman has left. I don't see him. So, anyways, I guess I'll be ending the live session. Oman, is just one of those things, right? Sometimes that's how life is. You have to accept it and embrace it like that. So let me just wait for a few minutes and see if Oman will be able to join. If not, then I'll just end the live session. Let me check and see. No, he's not joining. Okay. Well, Leslie says had the opportunity to join your WhatsApp group today. So I'm so grateful. I will get in touch soon. I have my admission and I'm scheduled for a faculty interview on Friday. So I wish you the best. Okay. Karen says, please, I leave that guy alone and focus on something serious. Some people have negative energy. Exactly. Oman, are you there?
Yeah, bro, I'm here. My network just messing up.
It's fine. So, how many skills do you apply to?
So I actually applied to 3 schools: the University of New Orleans, Georgia Southern University, and also Loyola University, Chicago. After careful consideration, I chose Georgia Southern University because of its cutting-edge programming in cloud computing, and on top of that, I've also gotten the chance to work in Dr. Hayden's lab whilst I'm on campus.
Okay, who is sponsoring your studies?
So I received an out-of-country tuition waiver of $14,000, and my deficits would be covered by my uncle. He has been taking care of me since senior high school, and he's in the importation of and distribution of farm machineries, and also has 48 acres of cocoa farms. His annual income is roughly between.
Why is he sponsoring you?
Okay, so growing up with a family of 8 siblings, my parents had challenges in taking care of all of us. So my uncle stepped in to help me pursue my academic goals.
Okay. How did he get a $14,000 scholarship?
Okay, so after submitting an application, I had the chance to have a Zoom meeting with the program director. He said I have a good application and also a good working experience.
What are you going to study?
I'm going to study a master's in information technology.
And
this program.
Why do you need a program?
So I currently work as an assistant programmer at the Hafunov.
You don't have to mention. You don't have to mention. You know, just you can
okay.
Conceal those details. Yeah.
All right. Okay. I currently work as an assistant programmer
at ABC, whatever, and then can. Yeah.
I currently work as an assistant programmer at ABC, and this program will give me the advanced knowledge and technical skills in cloud computing. And after this program, the plan is to return to Ghana to help my organization transition from the manual data handling to more advanced cloud system storage, which will enable data efficiency and accuracy.
You say your current company is uses manual what? Can you take that again? The reason I'm asking you this, which I normally don't do, is because I need something that I want to tell you. Okay, I heard something I feel like. Okay.
Traditional handling of data and also revenue collection to a more advanced cloud-based systems. This will enable data accuracy and also efficiency.
Okay. How did you hear about Georgia Southern University?
Okay, doing a personal research on usnews.com whilst researching on graduate programs in information technology. I had the opportunity to interact with the program director in the person of Dr. Lee, who assured me of the chance to join his research team whilst on campus. This further strengthened my decision to choose Georgia Southern University.
Okay, and do you have any relative in the US?
No, sir.
Have you traveled outside? You are from Ghana, right? From outside Ghana before?
No, this will be my first time.
Okay, I see. So why the US?
So, whilst my country Ghana also have good quality education, however, I chose Georgia Southern University because of its cutting-edge resources in cloud computing, which will give me the advanced knowledge, know everything about cloud computing, and also its conference opportunities, which will give me the global exposure to house of meeting industry players. And on top of that, I've also gotten the chance to work in Dr. Lee's lab on cloud computing.
I asked you why the US, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me give you my comments. This live session has actually gone on for a while. Let me give you what I think so far. So when I asked you why you wanna study the program, right? You said you are an assistant programmer at your company or something, and then I will say my company currently uses the traditional way of handling data and revenue collection, and I believe with the direction the world is going, or how do I even say it? I want to study this program to be able to learn to gain advanced knowledge in cloud computing. So I'm just saying more like reorganize your answer, right? So like
Okay.
you start with your background, and then the issue in your company, and then you talk about what you are
Okay.
going to learn and how that is going to help that your company when you return. So that's what I'm trying. So more like reorganization. Okay. Now, when I asked you how did you hear about the school, you mentioned Dr. Lee. Yet you said Dr. Lee and stuff like that joining his research team. Yet when I was when I asked you about how did they get a scholarship as well, I think you mentioned Zoom meeting with Dr. Lee. Now the problem with this answer, and I come across a lot of students who make this mistake, when you see somebody present an answer like this, it doesn't mean it is something that you can also use for your own self, because the person probably has a GA. You don't have a GA. Your scholarship is just 14,000. You have a huge deficit of 25k. Your scholarship is not even I don't know 14, maybe it's probably like 1/3 or so. It's about 1/3. So if your scholarship is 1/3, why will a school, a professor want you to, like, after the Zoom meeting and all of that, all you could get is 14k? Like, that's not strong. That's not, I don't think so. Did you really have a Zoom meeting? You did not.
Actually, no.
Exactly. I can tell you that, if you tell me you have a scholarship of 14k and then you had a Zoom meeting, I can tell you it's not true. And like I said, I knew it was not true, and you've confirmed that it's not true. So you have to, I don't know why students always want to use somebody. You can use your own story and then say it well. So that didn't convince me. And you mentioned you didn't tell me what your deficit is when I asked you who is sponsoring you. Knowing what your deficit is a good indication that you are aware of the financial requirements to pursue the program. It's a good thing to know. So you should know what your deficit is and be able to tell the visa officer what it is.
and your uncle, what he does and all of that, that is something you would have to, the visa officer, why is your uncle sponsoring you? Are you coming back? Is there a way your uncle can benefit from the degree you're coming to pursue that will make your case more stronger than if your uncle is not really going to get anything, given the fact that he has a business? Are you going to, you have a cloud computing, cloud computing interest? Are you going to help your uncle with that knowledge as well? Maybe your uncle also needs that kind of help. Maybe you can also help your uncle transition from the traditional way of doing things to the more advanced way, using the knowledge you are coming to learn from the program. That will make a lot of sense. Will make sense why your uncle is happy to sponsor your studies in the US. You've not traveled outside the US before, so that can help show that, okay, well, it's a big thing that you're coming to do and it's going to help your uncle immensely, and so your uncle sponsoring you, that kind of thing. So that's what I can tell you. Does that make sense? So craft something better and then stick to your story. Don't try to use people's stories like that. Stick to your story and make it better. Okay, so that's what I can tell you. And if you express yourself very well, if you know your uncle is not sponsoring you, please don't come. Forget about the interview, because hey, if you come and then your uncle is not really sponsoring you, Master, you're coming to suffer. Alright, just then they don't understand. I need to bring some of these people on board for them to talk about their stories. The thing also is that some of these stories, it's difficult for you to tell them in public, because when you talk about these stories, it's like, everybody, it might not help these people. So people are reluctant to talk about some of their stories. But the reality is that, hey, Master, don't try. So I wish you the best, okay? Everybody wants to come to America, but I really want people to come to America. So because sometimes when I say, people might think, oh, Shaibu, no. I have helped so many people. I started helping people from 2016, right? And I made a lot of resources available to people, visa interview materials, and for people to use from 2016. When I did mine, I gave it to people, right? Some people even use it, and some of them are even disrespecting me today, which is fine, right? When I said this, you guys know who I'm talking about. You guys know who I'm talking about. So yeah, so I like people to come, but I want you to come well prepared with the right conditions and all of that. So I wish you guys the best, and let me check the comment section quickly, and I'll just end the live session. And okay, so let's see. Nene Kwa is here on TikTok. Mutesi items sent me Rose. Thank you. Mutesi says, but it's disorganized. It's better to fill the same location too. Yeah, it's always better to use the same location. It's always better. So yeah, if you go to a different place, you might have to wait a little bit and all of that. So, but it's always Randy, thanks for sharing the live. Hi, baby. And then Ohini David, can your sponsor come from a boss in your office? If you have a boss in your office and he's sponsoring you from his own pocket money, that is not strong. That is not convincing. Like, I don't think that's strong. Like, who will believe you, right? Who will believe that your sponsor, your boss in your office likes you so much he wants to sponsor? No, I don't. So if it's the company and you've been working in the company for maybe 5 years and stuff, then that can, So Issa says, oh yes, we know the person. Yeah, you guys know the person. Baby says, I joined the WhatsApp. Baby, I don't understand what you mean. So those of you on TikTok, thank you so much for joining. Let me finish with comments on YouTube. So Shama says, please, I have an assistantship of $1,003 a month. Do I still need a sponsor? So it looks like the 1,300 is your stipend, right? Monthly stipend. You probably have a very good chance. I don't know whether you need a sponsor or not. You have to check the I-20 they give you. If you have a deficit, you need a sponsor. If you don't have a deficit, you don't have to worry about the bank statement. If you want to be on the safe side, on the safer side, you can still go with the bank statement, but you don't really have to. Olinda says, I'm funding a partial tuition with Empower Loan. Can I have tips on repayment, please? Empower. I don't have any business with Empower. I don't like Empower. Okay, I don't like people using Empower. Joshua says he was giving short answers at the last part. Well, yeah. James says I think Oman is active now. Okay. Karen says, Olinda, we don't talk about Empower here. Shai will answer. Yeah, here on my channel we don't talk about Empower at all. Okay, Empower, no. Empower is a business entity. All they care about is your money, so they are not really interested in helping you in any way. If you might think, it's all about, they will help you to help themselves. That's just how it is, right? If you want to go for Empower loan, I don't have a problem with it. That's your decision. Go for it, but I don't endorse it. That's what I can tell you. Okay. Okay, so guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. On Saturday I'm going to talk with Nana. We are going to discuss his study abroad plans. He's one of the people that, one of the people in the study abroad, like on the study abroad journey, who are really helping a lot of people, because I see him, he's contributing, he's answering questions, he's sharing appointment dates and stuff. Like he's a good guy, and I wanna find out more about him and what he's done so far and when he started and all of that. So yeah, that would be interesting conversation to have on Saturday. So thanks guys, and I'll see you on Saturday. Bye bye.
The goal of this channel is first to help students get admission and funding into schools abroad. Secondly, to help students get their visas approved. And finally, to help students navigate through life in a foreign country. If any of these interests you, consider subscribing to the channel.